Hello, hello, hello. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's see if Instagram is going to behave. Let's see. Say hey in the comments if you are tuning in on the replay. Let me know that you are here. I am excited for this conversation. It's going to be brief, I promise. About your statement of value, otherwise known as your unique value proposition, um, and why it matters, why it's important, more than just because everybody says you need to have one, but really getting clear on it and getting to a level of ease and comfort with it so that when you are having conversations in person, online, whatever, with people, you're creating, you're allowing them or inviting them to lean in instead of turn away from you. So if this is your first time here, why is Instagram is not okay. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you and I have never met, my name is Monique James. I am a strategic marketing consultant, and through 101 consulting, group trainings and workshops, and self-paced digital products, my company supports entrepreneurs, small business owners, and nonprofit leaders with knowing how to plan their marketing and knowing what to say in their marketing so they can connect with their audiences. And in this conversation, in the conversation that we're going to have today, and in the conversation in your everyday, your day to day navigating through your business, it's important for you as the leader of your business to know how to communicate what it is that you do without wasting people's time, without feeling like the words are just falling out of your mouth, really with a sense of comfort and ease that allows people to say, that's interesting. Tell me more. I was thinking about what happens when you get caught off guard and you don't know how to respond when somebody says, well, what do you do? And again, the words just start tumbling out, and before you realize it, you've been talking for 7 minutes and the other person is just looking at you like, okay. And you don't have that sense of comfort and confidence and ease when you are talking about your business, when you are answering that question, or even if the thought of getting up, standing up in front of a room of people and talking about what you do. How many of you watching have been in a room, been in a networking event or a training event, and the host offers people an opportunity to introduce themselves? I had this experience a few months ago. I was at a conference, and in one of the breakout sessions, the facilitator decided, as an icebreaker, to allow people, everybody in the room, to stand up and introduce themselves. And they kind of gave, like, okay, three things. Say these three things about you. It should have gone pretty quickly, but because people's nerves or just that sense of urgency, like, I got to tell them everything so they'll choose me, so they'll come and find me, it it was chaos. It did not end well. We didn't get a chance to finish everything that we were in the room to learn, because you could tell the people who stood up that weren't comfortable speaking about their business. And I am here to tell you that so often people will make judgments about whether or not they're going to follow up with you after you exchange business cards, or whether they're going to come and find you after the workshop is over, or whether they're going to remember you so that they can tell somebody else about you and about your business. Those decisions get made like that. And so it is very important for you as a leader to find your voice, the voice that feels right for you, so that when you are showing up and talking about your business, you're doing it from that space of comfort, ease, and confidence. So it is important to be concise. So let's talk about that statement of value, or the UVP, the unique value proposition. What is it? What do people mean when they say that? What are they saying? Because that is that that phrase is it's like marketing language. And if you're not in marketing or you're new to discovering how you can leverage marketing techniques and things for your business, you might not have any idea of what that means. So, your unique value proposition is your clear statement of value. It describes the unique benefits of what you offer, why you do it differently, how you solve your customers' needs. You're giving them the you, the what, and the how. Because when you consider those people on the other side of that conversation, whether that's digital or that's happening in person, they have options. They can choose from a multitude of people who do what you do. And so when you have that 30 seconds, 15 seconds to introduce yourself and to tell what you do, you want to make it memorable. You want to be concise, but you also want to be authentic to what makes sense for you, for your team, for your brand. Your UVP helps you do at least two things that we're going to talk about here that I want to point out here. It helps you attract potential customers and retain customers because you're able to clearly communicate the benefits of your thing. It helps you attract customers and retain customers simply because you are able to clearly communicate the benefits of what you have to offer. Y'all, let me check just to make sure I'm not missing anything. This is so important because, again, when you consider that people's attention spans are like that and that they have other options to choose from, you got to give them a reason why they should pay attention to you or why they should consider you, why you should be on the short list of options. You want to make sure that what you're saying aligns with the challenges, the issues, the experiences that they are having. So I want to give you an equation, a formula, we'll call it that, a recipe for building your unique value proposition. Because add, if you can put pieces together, then you can build yours. First, your target audience. You've heard that phrase, you've heard people say that before. Who do you serve? And here's the thing. You need to be able to qualify who you serve so that people know that you serve them. Who is your target audience? The next piece, their needs and pain points. And maybe you don't say they're struggling with such and such. I bristle when I hear advice that says that because there are some people in your audience who don't want to think about what they're struggling with. They want to put the focus on the solution that they're going to select. So kind of by centering the struggle, it could be off-putting for some people. So you, again, in your customer discovery, as you're learning more about your target audience or your potential customer, you will have to know how to present their needs or their pain points in your UVP in a way that's going to feel like, you're talking about me. That makes me feel like you get me. That's the second element. Third element is your offer. What is the thing? And I'm gonna give you a very real example once we've talked about all of these pieces. Your offer and your unique strengths. How do you put all of those pieces together? How do you do the thing differently? How does your unique blend of herbs and spices allow you to deliver a solution that is similar to what somebody else does, but in a different way? Or to deliver the solution in a way that has never been seen before, or in a way that nobody else is doing? How do you do that? You need to be able to communicate that, all of those pieces, in a sound bite. 2, 3 sentences max. in a soundbite. And here's the thing, as a leader evolves, as your brand evolves, your statement of value, your UVP should also evolve because you want it to be a reflection of your brand right now. I think about when I first started doing live streaming 1,000 years ago and what I used to say in my introduction and how over the years that in my intro has evolved. The intro that I used for this broadcast is the most recent reworking of my UVP. I was at a boot camp a couple of weeks ago and just got some time to step out of the business and look at the business and think about, okay, how do I want to start communicating this in this new way to see if this will resonate better? It is so much about trying things on, paying attention to the data, and making decisions based on the data. I said, after I told you my name, I'm a strategic marketing consultant. Through one on one consulting, group trainings and workshops, and self paced offers, we support online brand owners and nonprofit leaders with knowing how to plan their marketing and knowing what to say in their marketing so they can connect with their audiences. That's my UVP. I just told you what I do. I told you my offers. I told you how I do it differently. I identified my target audience and I talked about I held their unique challenges and pain points at the center without specifically saying this is their unique challenge and pain point. When you can do that without having to second guess yourself, without overthinking anything, that's when you start to show up in a way that is memorable and that allows people to say, I want to know more, or ask a follow up question, or sign up for your thing, or show up to your whatever, or pass your card along, or reach out to set up a coffee chat, like whatever it is. Your UVP, the way you concisely, because that matters. Word vomit is off-putting. The goal is for you to be so clear on all of the elements of your brand and why your brand is so brilliant and why people should pick you that you can pull those impactful words and put them together in a way that allows people to say, that's interesting. Or challenge them to say, she might be the solution for me. This might be the thing that I've been looking for. If you could add, you can build your unique value proposition. And if you don't have one, I challenge you to start figuring that out today. And if you want support with figuring that out, I challenge you to sign up to register for Marketing Summer School because we're digging into that. We're digging into, first of all, we're pulling the arrow back. Before we even get to the unique value proposition, we're talking about your brand ideals and your core value and the voice and tone, because all of those things comprehensively help you build your unique value proposition. So we're talking about that and more, a lot more in Marketing Summer School. The link will be attached to this video if you want more details. And so you can register, you can attend in person or virtually. Here's the thing. It is so important for you as the leader, or maybe one of the leaders, maybe on the leadership team for your brand, to know how to concisely share the benefits, the value that is unique to you. So customers, potential customers can opt in and people who don't identify can opt out. But none of that will happen if every time somebody asks you what you do, you give a different answer. Or you give the word salad that just says everything. Like, that is not that is that is getting you the opposite of what it is that you actually want. That is disempowering. And so I want to encourage you to take some time and really figure it out for this season of your business, because like I said, you might have one that worked once upon a time, that worked in a previous version of your brand. And if you've been using that and it's not getting you the same results, then that's an indication that it's time to make some changes. I'm challenging you to figure that out. Once you know what that is, you can clearly sing that from the mountaintops. You can communicate that value digitally in your one on one conversations, in your digital content, in your print materials, on your bit, everything you do, everything your team does. It is one message, one band, one sound. And now you're moving your brand in the direction that you want it to go. Not feeling, not wrestling with self doubt and confusion and distraction. You are clear. And from that place of clarity, you can show up confidently, sharing your statement of value. So that is all that I have for this chat. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to drop them in the comments below this video. I will come back and answer them. That is my promise to you. Thank you for tuning in. Again, register for Marketing Summer School happening July 19th and 26th, 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Since we are doing a virtual training session as well, all attendees, whether you're in person in the room or virtually, will get limited access to the training recordings. So you can go back, you can revisit and work on your stuff. So thank y'all for tuning in. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask them, and I'll catch you later. Bye.